Yo, last guest of the night. Um, like I said, one of my this is another guy that I highly respect in the industry. Been watching watching what he's been doing with his program. One of the first Nike programs in the state of South Carolina. Like I said, man, this is one of the programs that I respect the most. Let me get my guy on here. Yeah, this should be a really good one. Like I said, man, this is one of my guys that I highly respect. Let me see. Did we get added? Yo,
Hey, what it do, bro?
what's going on, my guy? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. Can't complain. A little
Man,
busy, man. Apologize for the time, bro.
hey, nah, you
Apologize.
you good, man. Anytime we're able to get a guy of your stature on the pod is like I said, it's a blessing, man. Like, I was just giving everybody just a rundown on you on your program if you want to introduce yourself.
Oh man, Darius Wiley, one of the co-founders and directors of Team Unleashed South Carolina. Um, from Columbia, from South Carolina guy. Been several places though, but that's a short rundown, man. So.
For sure, for sure, man. Hey, man, being a kid, being the parent of another top 20 kid in the state, I like to get those dads on here just so they know we more than Kobe dad and more than DJ dad. You know what I'm
Hey man, for sure, for sure, for sure. Hey,
saying?
hey, dads matter. So
For sure.
we definitely.
For sure. Hey man, for people who don't know, who is Darius Wiley? Like, how did you get into basketball?
Oh man, shit, basketball really saved my life, bro. I've been doing it, oh man, since probably 9 years old.
Mhm.
My basketball journey, started then. Realistically, well, a little background I go travel, then I go to school wise. Um, played on actually the first sponsored AAU team in South Carolina. That was Top Sports.
Okay.
Helped start that with one of the guys on the first team.
Mhm.
Um, played travel ball back then. We was Adidas. We
Okay.
had Adidas back in the day. Did that. As far as high school ball, played at Keenan High School
Okay.
here in Columbia. Won a couple championships over there.
Okay.
Um, left there. Um, was going to Charleston Southern. Coaches got fired. I ended up in Illinois, actually at a JUCO at John A. Logan, like one of the
Okay.
top JUCOs in the country. Left there, went to Southern Illinois, left Southern Illinois, had a little girl, transferred to Morris Brown. They got shut down that year. Um,
Mhm.
and I ended up in Spartanburg at Spartanburg Methodist after that happened. So that was my basketball playing journey. Got out the basketball game, got in the business world. Did that for a couple years, came back, started coaching back in like, I think 2005, 2006. Started an organization. Well, Good Kids, that's the organization. Name of the team was, Team Good.
Okay.
I did that. Um, coached some real good players. That's when I coached, Jarrell Brantley and,
Okay.
Javis Howard back then. Um, did that for some years, got rid of that, went to Miami, learned the basketball game from the business side, came back, connected with my boy, Robert McCray, and we
Mhm.
started Team Unleashed, man. That's it in a nutshell, but, that's the basketball journey, and it's still being written, but
So,
that's it.
so what led you to start in Team Unleash?
Oh man. So, all right. So with the team good situation, so I play high level travel ball, but
Okay.
I understood it as a player.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? I understood it as a player. So when I got into it with coaching, I did, it was cool. Coaching was cool, but the business side, I did not understand. So, I made a hard decision to disband the organization, well, the team, my bad, not the organization, but the teams. Um, Connected with some guys, down that was agents actually down in Miami.
Okay.
Um, my guy Pedro Powers, he was with AMS at the time. That if people don't know, that's Andy Miller Sports. So
Mhm.
this was probably a couple years, before they got in that, crazy situation with Adidas and the feds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I did that for 3 years, man. I wasn't an agent. I was just learning. You know, they used to call us
Okay.
bird watchers back then, learning the business, helping with talent and stuff. But I learned a lot, man. I understood this basketball game was heavily on relationships.
Yeah.
Um, so did that about 3 years, came back. Um, Actually, man, I got back in the amateur side as far as like just trying to see who should I connect with. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I came back, man, went to all the gyms and I kept seeing McCray, right? I
Yeah.
did not know, I didn't know McCray. I
Uh-huh.
kept seeing them and I was
Uh-huh.
like, dang, this dude coached 50 teams and he was, he was coaching all the teams from the hood,
Uh-huh.
all of them. And them boys was hooping. You get what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
my biggest thing was, you got hoopers, but for you to be doing that, you got to have a passion for the kids. And I wanted to connect with somebody that had a passion with the kids. So, um, I call Sam Gortman actually, because
Uh-huh.
we played ball together from middle school to high school.
Mm-hmm.
I know he was a good dude. Call him first. He was finna start up the PCH thing. He wanted to do some stuff with his kids, so he turned it down. But we still was cool. It was all love. Called McCray. We get to talking. Well, I got his number. We get to talking. Kind of find out. Me and his wife grew up together.
Okay.
So it was like a connection, I couldn't turn down, man. And we talked. I connected him with some people. He did a John Lucas tournament. He made that thing happen. He took a bunch of kids, no money. Well, the kids ain't really had no money, but he made it happen. Took them down to New Orleans, and
Mm-hmm.
he did that in like 2 weeks. And that shit kind of impressed me, to be honest with you.
For
And
sure.
I said, yo, this dude got a passion for kids. I'm gonna connect. So we connected, man, and we actually was team we actually was South Carolina, Team United South Carolina.
Yeah.
So we connected with Team United guys, man, and it's nothing crazy, but that relationship from a business aspect with basketball didn't really work out. And that's how we came up with Team Unleash. We want to
Mm-hmm.
keep the TUSC. That's how we came up with Team Unleash South Carolina, man, and it was from there. So
For sure. Well, so what was the vision like when you started it? So like I know you said y'all took a lot of inner city kids. What was the vision when y'all started Team Learning?
and truthfully, the vision was to get the whole state together to play on a major circuit, and that was Nike. It always
Mm-hmm.
been from day one. And the reason I tell people that it was deeper than just the play, and I let people know really what it was because all my years doing it, traveling and watching where we used to go and seeing these particular cities grow. That
Mm-hmm.
really was what it was. Like, I never forget, when I first started, we used to go to a tournament up in DC, the
Mm-hmm.
MIT.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started coaching, we go to it was Maryland, Invitational
I know
tournament.
exactly. Sorry. Yep.
So we'll go play at where it's run and shoot. It had so many different names, but that was
Mm-hmm.
like one of the locations in some high schools, and the areas wasn't the best. But like over the years, I seen what basketball was doing to those areas. So I was like, damn, if it got this effect, we could do this back at the crib.
For
You
sure.
you get what I'm saying? I know you from down that Aiken, Augusta area. You
Mm-hmm.
see what
For
Peace
sure.
Jam do for that area. So that was one. I understood. We show kids different. They gonna get difference. We create pros. They gonna come back and give to the community. That was like the biggest thing. And we wanted to get the state together though. That was the huge
Mm-hmm.
thing. So we connect. Man, me and McCray called everybody. To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
just the stigma back in that day. Oh man, it ain't gonna happen. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
and to be honest, a lot of people thought we wasn't gonna do it. Everything we heard was, man, Nike never come to South Carolina, this and that. The thing is, it took us 10 years.
It
It
did.
took
It took a.
ten
It
full
did.
10 full years, man. And, we accomplished that. You get what I'm saying? So, we seen the difference, you know what I'm saying? But that always been the vision. But we
Mm-hmm.
see the difference now. I mean, as far as, our area per se, always been a basketball area, but the amount of levels, not only just Columbia, but in South Carolina,
Sure.
um,
Yeah. For
right
sure.
across the border, that Charlotte area, that Augusta area, you
Mm-hmm.
see a lot of talent and it's showing now. You get what I'm saying? We got, I mean, just out the area alone and it's the kids. At the end of the day, I tell people all the time, yo, the kids got to bust their ass. They got to go work. They the ones
Yep.
that's going to make it. But when you talk about the basketball community, it's a collective. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying? I
Yep.
don't care if you're talking about the competitiveness of it. You get what I'm saying? Just people putting kids in situations to be great. So as a basketball community in our area, from that, from y'all guys area up to that Charlotte area, all the South Carolina area, I mean,
Hmm.
we done produced more pros ever in the past 10 years
Yeah.
as in this area in a long time. You get what I'm
For
saying?
sure. For
So I
sure.
think, that was the vision. So when you ask about that vision, it's
Hmm.
going in the right direction as
It
far as
is.
helping the basketball community grow. So that was the
So,
vision from jump. So
and with that being said, like I like what you said, like bringing y'all, the vision was to bring the state together. Like a lot of people think that Middleton, like Kobe played for Middleton, and that they think that y'all and Middleton clash. They don't see the love every time y'all see
nah,
each other.
it's definitely love. Like
Yeah,
that's crazy. We played Militant what that was Saturday. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It was a good ass game. They won. That's
Hmm.
cool. It's no, we not tripping. It was a good game. You get what I'm saying? I mean,
Yep,
right after the game, shit, I went and hollered at Travis, hollered at Wade. We
yep,
sitting there
yep,
laughing. So it's definitely not.
yep.
It's not that at all, man. I tell people that. So man, when you leave out the state and you
That's when it's smoke.
realize, and listen, it's the smoke, and you realize that that man, ain't nobody thinking about what we think about each other. We all got to come together to
For
compete
sure, for sure,
against the world. Really, you get what I'm saying?
for
So
sure.
nah, man, it's all love. It's always love.
I love that. So what was some of your biggest challenges while building Team Unleash from the ground up?
Man, it's still challenges, but the biggest, man, people got to believe in it. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Seeing the vision that we had, and it's just like anything else. Don't nobody believe it, or people think you crazy until you do it.
until you do it.
You get what
Yep,
I'm saying?
yep.
Then you see the other stuff, that actually solidify that we did something that ain't never been done. It's like great. That's when the hate and all the other stuff coming about. But
Mhm.
that's part of the game. And it hasn't stopped nothing.
For
That's
sure.
what people gotta understand. It hasn't stopped nothing. That's some of the challenges. But another thing, like, yo, this stuff is super expensive.
I already know.
That's another piece that people don't understand. If you had an independent organization or you got an independent organization, people think, oh man, this is tough, man. Listen, when you get sponsorships or anything, the way the game work, it get even more expensive. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
But I will say this, it's worth it.
Hmm.
It's 100% worth it. These kids going to school, these families that's getting changed off of these situations is it don't have a price on it. You get what I'm saying? So.
If I'm not mistaken, y'all whole 17U group going to college from last. Y'all whole 17U from last
Yeah,
year.
yeah, all
Everybody,
of them did,
everybody going to school.
and the year before that,
Mm,
everybody went to school.
congratulations.
Yeah, people been going to school, man. Like that's another thing too. Even when we was independent, we still was putting kids in school. Um, the biggest thing with it is what people gotta understand: the landscape changed, but it ain't that. I hear people say, "Well, they ain't getting high school kids to go." Man, that's a lie. If you could play, you could play.
You can play.
Uh,
Yep.
yeah, if the excuse me, if the path got to be different, that's cool. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But it's keeping up with the changes, man. I remember I used to tell people 8 years ago, I'd be like, yo, this game changed every 3 years. It went from every 3 years to every 2 years to every 1 year. Now this shit changed every month.
Every day. Yeah, for sure.
You know what
For
I'm
sure.
saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, but that's about it.
And I'm sure I know the answer to this one, but what point did you feel like the program was making noise? You like, oh yeah, we own to something now.
Uh, nationally or locally?
Yeah, nationally.
Man, years ago, actually, I'm be honest with you. Our first year as Team Unleash, I felt like we made noise. That was that year with Robert McCray the fifth,
Okay.
um, Josh Beadle, um, Corey, Richardson. Those
Hmm.
guys, we happened to get into May Hoops eighth grade finale. That was actually the first year and no South Carolina teams ever been in it.
Hmm.
And they was doing it right there in Augusta. And, we got to the Final Four.
Mm.
We was playing, We All Can Go. And they had a
Yeah,
couple pros on that team. We All Could Go was trying to get a Nike contract. And obviously we was trying to get one too.
for sure.
Um, we went to the Final Four. When I went to the championship, that was the Final Four. Went to the Final Four and we needed to beat them. To move into the open. I mean, yeah, they used to do like an open session under the EYBL. It was called something else for
Hmm.
the ninth grade or whatever. And anyway, we ended up losing down the stretch by like 2 points or something like
Oh
that,
yeah,
3 points. Yeah, but we made noise.
for
And to
sure.
be honest, that put us into what people don't know. That right there is what got us into made hoops.
Mm. And
That
that,
got us
and
into made hoops.
yeah,
Yeah. So.
it's crazy how that thing turned back around. So from your perspective, like how has AAU basketball changed from when y'all started to now?
Man, it's still competitive. I just the change is really financially.
For sure.
All the money that's in it, a lot of people that's around. You get what I'm saying? But talent always been there. Man, talent. I remember going to the first year going to a CP3 camp, and this probably was 10, 11 years ago. And I'm seeing eighth graders doing windmills, and that, it was unheard of, right? But,
Uh-huh.
you watching it now, the only difference is it might have been two or three eighth graders doing it. Now you watch now, shit, it's 30 of them. You get
For
what I'm saying?
real. For
So
real.
that may be a difference. To me, I think it's easier. And what
Mm.
I mean by that, I think it's easier for those kids to be successful in it. The problem is, the hard part is separating the distraction. You get what I'm saying?
And
Like,
we'll get that. And I know what the main distraction. Every director has the same answer. The parents.
oh man, listen, but I get it. I get it. I've had experiences like this. And I'm not gonna name names, but I had experiences. Like, you gotta
Uh-huh.
understand, when first of all, every parent want their kid to be successful,
For
right?
sure.
So now you put in an equation where these kids got an opportunity to go to school and change their family life, right?
Yep.
These kids, 18, 19 years old, about to touch money they parents never seen,
Yep.
right? Or if their parents seen it, they don't work their whole life to get it. And they never seen it that much at one time. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So now, outside of them wanting their kids to be successful, your kids got an opportunity to touch some life changing money. Man, let's be honest. If you ain't never had it, you don't know how to act,
You don't know that.
right?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
a lot of parents, um, get fooled by that part, by the woulda, coulda, the wishes, the promises, and then they're not patient,
For sure.
right? Like, the patience got to be there too, man. I always tell people every time, and ever since I've been in this game, I tell people all the time, listen, your time gonna come. The only difference is, shit, you got to be ready for it. Like, everybody time come, right?
Hmm.
And a lot of parents don't have that patience. I have yet to meet a kid that ain't that played that ain't like it or don't love it. Um, but the problem is, like, sometimes parents don't see the pressure they putting on those kids. You
Yep.
get what I'm saying? So
Yep.
yeah, that being that right there. But you asked earlier about what changed. That ain't changed. Them parents all that.
They've been the
Man, listen, I got a saying, man. I got a saying. I say, man, I love the kids. I hate the parents. No, I say I love the kids. I hate the adults. Cause it ain't
Yep.
just parents. It's other people too.
Yep.
Only because a lot of adults railroad a lot of kids that could
Yep.
be super special. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
you know,
So what? So, in your opinion, what separates a program that actually develops players and one's just chasing exposure?
a lot. Well, the separation is, let me rewind that. So I ain't gonna be biased on this answer,
Mhm.
because to be honest with you, there's a lot of programs out here that get all the love that ain't developed nothing, right?
Nothing. Yeah, for sure.
Usually it's the grassroots. It's where those kids started when they was young that did most of the development. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Um, So what I say about that, like it's impossible to have real good talent without those programs that develop.
Yep.
Um, it's just like trainers. You know, so I guarantee you people that train when they first started, they did it for the love. And then when they started financially depending on it,
Hmm.
right? Their training went down or their production on what they did for those players. So it's almost like that with these programs. You
Hmm.
know, a lot of these programs lose sight of the development part and stuff like that, trying to stay above. Cause
Yep.
if I tell people all the time, just like Nike told us, they want pros.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
a business. So when you start talking about pros, you competing for that talent. So
Hmm.
especially you talking about in the air like a state like South Carolina, it's a small state, right? With tons of talent, but not a lot to pick from, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, so now you competing for that talent. So a lot of directors, right? A lot of coaches lose the focus, and there's a lot of fluff start coming in there, right? It's a lot
Hmm.
of pleasing, and then the end game get forgotten about. So those kids ain't developed, and not just skill wise, develop education wise about this game, right?
Hmm.
So even when they do go on the next level, they don't be ready, and a lot of
Yep.
them have to come back. So
You
yeah,
know how they
development is
do it.
important. Yeah, for
So
sure.
when a young player, I mean, I'm sorry, when a young player joins your program, what's the first thing y'all instill in them? Because I know what's the youngest y'all grow?
Man, we go, y'all. We usually go third grade, but I think we got fourth grade right now.
Okay.
Man, so with the kids, especially the young kids, it's a culture. We instill
Hmm.
that culture. First of all, we instill that culture. That's number one. Um, Number two is family, right?
Hmm.
Then number three, work ethic is work ethic. And I don't know if y'all see a lot of stuff I put up. I always talk about no excuse game,
Yep.
and a lot of people ask me what that mean. Y'all ain't making excuses. I say it's deeper than about making excuses. I feel that if you want to do something, you can do it,
Hmm.
right? So when all that adversity come up, man, you got to fight through that shit. And it's no excuse on why you didn't do or become who you want to be. Now,
Hmm.
if you don't become or do what you want to do, still, if you put your all in, I guarantee it's a high level of success that you're going to have,
For sure.
so that's where no excuse game come from, and within the organization with that, man, like we always tell people, yo, we family. Like it's not one kid that left this organization and went somewhere else where we turned our back on. We still
Yep.
show love to them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Um, I to my partner, my hat goes off to him because I still ain't meet a person that do what I'm about to say. He did. I think COVID messed it up, and this the family atmosphere that we got. But Cray used to go to, and this to me it still tripped me out when we first connected and did this thing. Man, this dude would go to every kid he coached. He go to their high school graduation.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's tough.
Listen, I'm talking about every single day, all day, taking
Hmm.
pictures, yelling, listening to them boring speeches. This dude would do that. And I never in my life met no, to me, that's still impressive. You get what I'm saying? But that was that family atmosphere. You get what I'm saying? So
Well,
that's something that we still,
that's some like this tip my hat off to coach. I know you probably don't have a relationship with Kobe, but coach he coached Kobe like in a camp in like sixth and seventh grade. Kobe has
yeah.
never put on the USC jersey, but every time you see him, it's like he act like he coached him his whole life.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
what's up,
Oh yeah.
man? How you doing, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Always made him feel like it's love. You know what I'm saying? So
No, yeah.
just moving on, what's the biggest mistake you see young players doing, making these days?
Not being patient. Not being patient. Uh,
Yep,
Making excuses, right? And
yep,
those are the things making everybody work, right? I'm gonna add this one. And trying to compare yourself to somebody else's path. You get what I'm saying?
yep,
Like it's no blueprint to this basketball thing. There's no
yep.
blueprint. You gotta work your ass off, but that's a rule. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta do that. But the patience, man, the kids don't have patience. They don't have
Hmm.
patience.
You need that is true. I tell a lot of the younger guys, hey man, run your own race. If you run your own
Exactly.
race, you'll be just fine.
Yeah.
Because you got some talented kids in this area, like Kobe and Justin Vine, and you got kids like that who just aren't seeing the offers and stuff like that just yet.
Yeah.
Of course, when you see kids that you like, man, I can kill him, man, I can do that. It makes you think like, man, come on now. But like I tell them all the time, just be patient. You run your own race. Your time
Gonna
coming.
come. It's gonna come.
Trust
That's
me.
sure. That's true,
For
man.
sure. As a director, so like when y'all going out, because I'm not go, y'all don't really go out looking for talent. Y'all don't really recruit. I can be a witness to that. Y'all 27 group been the 27 group since they was in second grade. Um, but what do you look for when you do go out to look for talent? Like what's one of those things you looking for in a player when you looking to build a team?
Now, hey, believe it or not, we do look for talent. We
Okay,
do. We
okay,
do. Fit, but fit though, right? Like fit, super important. Like you will know if a kid got it, but sometimes that kid might got it talent wise, but don't fit with everything else, right?
yeah.
They might be missing that family, um, element or just a relationship element. Cause you like we talked about how this game changed, man. You got this is a business. That's a fact.
Mhm.
But what they missing in the equation is you gotta be likable,
Yep.
right? And you can't just show up to the game and not communicate with your teammates, and your parents can't sit on one side of the bench and don't talk to the other parents because there's no cohesiveness there amongst the organization. Now, the flip side of that is if your team ain't got that bond, guess what y'all probably not gonna do? Y'all ain't
Yeah.
winning nothing,
Yeah, y'all gonna be
right?
trash. Yeah.
Y'all gonna be trash. So that's a part, man, that we do look at like it's a fit. You know what I'm saying? That's super important. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's important. And we look at them parents, bro. Like we look at the parents, man. Gotta look at the parents. That's
For
it.
sure. What impact do you want Team USC to have in the basketball culture in South Carolina?
So, historical impact. We want to
Yeah, y'all.
continue the key door. We want to keep pushing the ball. We want to
Yeah.
keep doing what ain't nobody do. We want to keep exposing people to something new. Cause I'm gonna tell you
Mhm.
one thing, and and I know a lot of people look at us crazy, but we don't hold information back.
Yeah, for sure.
We never held information back. I don't even know the person. Somebody called me today, and well, somebody messaged me. My bad. I put up a post about some basketball stuff, and somebody messaged me like, "Hey, yo, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. My kid, a 2026 kid, about to graduate. I need help." I say, "Look, I'm gonna be real with you. He 2026 is probably a long shot for him, but I give you every JUCO coach I know information." And I sent it to him. Now, what he do with
Hmm.
that's on him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
we don't hold information back, bro. Like, on nothing. You know what I'm
For
saying? Now,
sure.
we ain't gonna get used, but,
For sure.
but we don't hold information back, man. We don't do that,
It's
and
a
that keep
it's a
us on
both
our
way.
toes. There
Yeah.
you go.
So do you think? So in your opinion, do you think AAU is helping or hurting basketball? If you had to say.
It's helping, bro. Listen, man. Listen, I'm a product of this basketball stuff, bro. I ain't gonna listen. I tell people I feel indebted to this game.
Hmm.
Either I was gonna go out there and be in those streets, do whatever, or I was gonna hoop. I hoop. So
Hmm.
I tell people all the time, like it can't hurt. It ain't the same type of game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, kids from the hood ain't benefiting the way they should off of basketball no more. Cause times change. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But the flip side of that, man, it's producing and taking a lot of our young men places they would never go.
Yes, sir.
Right? Like, I mean, hell, half the people I grew up with weren't graduating high school.
For sure.
Right? So now I'm looking at a lot of kids, all these kids we got graduated high school, they going to college. If they don't finish college, they had that experience. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They still ain't in a position they would have been if we never dealt with them. So when you talk about AAU, man, it's working. It ain't hurting. It's a myth that the European kids better. That's a myth.
For real.
That's a myth.
For real.
We play In the EY, well, actually in the EYBL, especially on the champion side, they add a lot of international organizations. So
You got
they
that
had
Genesis Canada team. You got that Paris
there you go,
team. Yeah.
Paris, and they just added Australian team. So they got
Hmm.
an Australian team this year. So you know, we see it. It ain't, we all right. We still
Yeah.
good. So basketball ain't hurting us at all.
For sure. For sure. So a couple of more before I get you up out of here, Coach. Name one thing that'll get a kid cut from your organization immediately.
Oh man, in 2026, we're gonna get a kid cut. They damn parents. Uh, yo,
Okay.
anything that isn't that basketball players don't do at this level. You can't vape, you can't smoke, you ain't got the
Yeah.
grades. You talking about stuff that ain't helping you grow as a person, and that's detrimental to the rest of these kids, and you stopping them for accomplishing their dreams and goals. Yeah, you up out of here. You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? So one thing we tell these kids that they gotta understand is you different,
Hmm.
right? You got to sacrifice, want to hang out, you know what I'm saying? Want to do all these little things that your homeboys doing if you want to be successful with this. Now, you ain't got
Hmm.
to, they can still be homeboys, right? But you got to know you different. Now, the flip side of that, they got to know you different. So if they ain't
Hmm.
treat you like that, they ain't for you. So we kind of let them know that, man. You got to sacrifice some stuff that you're going to do, you can do later. You ain't got to do it right now. So,
Man, that was one of your kids. Well, he's a Fox Creek kid too, Randy. I had that conversation with him so often. Hey man,
oh
you ain't
yeah.
gonna be able to go back down there and hang out with your guys. You passed that
Hey,
now. You passed
yeah,
that
man.
now. You know what I'm saying? You passed that. So that's good to hear. All right, so just a couple of quick hitters before you get up out it before you get up out of here, coach. First question. As a coach, if you could have any game back, what game would that be? And what would you have done different?
Oh boy, I got a couple of those. Let me think. In the game, dang, that's a good question. I gotta think. Let me come back to that. Ask me something else.
All right, that'll work. That'll work. All right, so I'm gonna give you. I'll give you seven players. I'm not sure if you've seen, but I hold. I'm starting to hold invite only runs. If you could bring seven players from your program since, well, let's just say from year 2022 to current, you could have seven players. You could bring them to a run. You the coach, though, coach. Who would be those seven?
Well, my seven players, you got Trey White, you got my guy Doobie,
Hmm.
you got Avante Parker. You said from 2022, yeah,
Yeah.
Avante Parker, and I'm my 2023 kids. That's what I'm naming first off.
Okay.
Um, um, my big boy Dante, Dante Rivers, Big Miles, and I'm gonna come on. I gotta bring my son. Obviously,
For sure.
he
For
gotta
sure.
come. Who with me? 2022. Oh, little Boo, them gone. I gotta get a monster in there. Who we got?
So you got from 2022 to current. So
Yeah, I know. And I had to coach him though, right? That what you saying?
yeah, you could, well no, it just in the program period.
In the program? Oh
Yeah.
man, gotta retract some. I got my high flyers. I got my guard. Got my big. I need my shooter. Who the shooter? Who the shooter? I bring Milton too, another 2027. I just, cause
Okay.
we gonna let Milton shoot that thing from half court. We're
For
gonna
sure.
bring in another shooter. Yeah. Bring him in there. So
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
That
That's my
that's a
seven.
good that's a good one right there. I'm a retract. If you could get that game back, what would it be? Would it be that Pete? Would it be y'all game in the Peach Jam?
The game, yeah. No, we won that one. That you talking about last year?
Uh
Nah, ain't no Peace Jam games last year. The year before, no, the game I take back is May Hoops, eighth grade game. Um, who was we playing? Who was we playing, man? We to go to the championship, we lost in the final four. It was it Ren's? I see the ending in my head. That's what I keep seeing. I can't remember who we was playing, but it was the Final Four game. Oh, and I take in our eighth grade mate. No, that was Sweet 16 to go to the Elite Eight. My bad. Who did we play? Oh, we did go to the Elite Eight. I think it was the Lightning, New York
he said it
Lightning,
was Team United. Coach Boo said it was Team United.
and made hoops.
Yeah, he said Team United.
It might have been United. Yeah, I take that game back because that was we wouldn't have had a harder road. You get what I'm saying? To get into that Nike, we needed to win that game to make that E15. So that would have been it. It might have been United. Yeah,
Which I would have did different if you could get that back.
I don't know it was a good game. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just wanted to win it. I
it
can't
was
tell
one
you.
of
I can't tell
ones.
you. Yeah, one of the ones we need to win. And that game I was just talking about too. That we all can go.
Yeah, that game. Okay.
Man, that game too. We all can go. Yeah, man.
He said y'all was up against Team United too.
We was,
Y'all
we was. It was crazy. It was a crazy ending. That's what I'm saying. It was the ending. We just need to
uh
win it. Yeah.
my last question before I get you up out of here. Who would you like to see on the pod next? But you gotta help me get him. I had
Gotta
Coach
help
Boo,
you.
but I gotta get him back. I gotta get him back. I gotta get him back ASAP.
How you doing? You doing high school? You doing everything?
I'll do anything. Basketball players.
Yo, I got you. I got a real good one for you.
Okay.
It's super good one. I got two for you.
Okay.
And I can help you get this guy. This will be legendary because a lot of people don't even know him.
Okay.
I want to see you get Juan O'Neill in here. You know who that is?
I don't. I don't.
Exactly. So check this out. We talking AU. So Juan O'Neill, that's who started Top Sports. He the
Okay.
first one to get that Adidas deal. He know a
Okay.
lot. He a little older now, but that'll be a real. So check this out now. Dion Bethea, he
That's my guy.
coached. He learned under Juan O'Neill,
Okay.
right? Kurt Willer coached with Juan O'Neill. So you know what I'm saying? So now you're talking about people that's other heavy hitters in the state that had to go through
Mm-hmm.
this guy. You get what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So that's
For
something
sure.
and he can tell you all stories about Jerome Hoffman. Like you get what I'm saying? So
For sure.
it'll be a real good one.
For
So
sure. That'll be a real good one.
yeah, that'll be classic. So, and I don't think he ever did a podcast.
Okay. That'll be fun then. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have a link. I'm gonna have a link for him. We'll get on StreamYard for that one. And
I,
then the next one, I just need the guy who live in the house with you.
who that DJ?
Yeah, if I can get DJ, I'll be good. I know he ain't no
I
talker, but
got you.
I'll take him.
Yeah. He ain't. I got you. I can make that happen for you. I got
That'll
you.
work. That'll and then Milk. See, Boo's supposed to make Milk happen for me, but Milk a superstar, man. It's hard to get in touch with him, man.
Now I'm gonna make that happen. He need to start talking anyway. So I got you. I
I
got you.
appreciate, hey man. Like I said, man, I appreciate you, man. One of the goats in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I've been following your program for a long time, man. You have done an excellent job with these kids. You continue to, like you said, you keep raising the bar. Like I said, I do the invite only runs. We can collab on one. Um, he told me get on together.
Oh
Yeah, we can
yeah,
get on together. But yeah,
for
man,
sure.
we can collab on an invite only run with some of the kids in the Met. And we, like I said, I'm gonna send you my number so we can talk more about that.
Oh yeah, let's make that happen. And I got you. Since you got a good link with the kids, I want to get you a spot on that. We got the pro-am up here, right?
Okay,
So we connected with them. And so at the end of the season in August, you could put a team together from your area and we play
okay,
that week. It's dope. Though.
okay.
It's real
That'll
good
work.
vibe for the
That'll
kids.
work.
So
That'll work,
yeah,
man. Just like I said, man, we gonna link in on some more stuff. I'll see you down the road, Coach. I appreciate you, man.
appreciate you having me,
Yes,
man.
sir. You have a good night, man.
All right, bro. Do the time.
Yes, sir.